Okay, I don't know if this will be part 6 or 7, but I'm going to stitch them together. But I'm below Angeles Oaks, mile marker 18. I just did that live broadcast. And we're going to go down here back into Forest Falls. You can kind of get a night look. This camera may zoom in and out the focus. As long as I got my lights on, it should stay. I can't turn it off, so it may want to hunt, for focus. But I don't see a lot of fire over there right now. We're coming down from Angeles Oaks. There was a lot of fire here yesterday and the day before. In fact, there's Phosphate right here. This is down here where they were. They still got some hand crews right here. Mile marker 16. They were doing airdrops here yesterday. They dropped a lot of Phosphate in here. Little San Gorgonio is the mountain to my left. It burned up that to the top. They Phosphate this to keep it from going to my right, to go down in the drainage to my right. In fact, we're going to go through a bunch of fire vehicles around the corner here. Actually, the Phosphate, I think, is down here. Let me go down. Yeah, around here was where we should start seeing fire vehicles coming up. And Forest Falls is looking a lot better. They got a little issue over there to the south of the village below Wilshire Peak. The Firehawk was in here today, dipping water out of Forest Homes Pond. But Jeff Saver was saying, the captain explaining, there's Phosphate right there. When they dump the water up there, they got like 3 feet of duff. There's all the Phosphate from the DC-10. But the duff is like the pine cones and the pine needles that have been there for 100 years. It's like 3 feet deep. So when they drop water on it, it's like a duck's back. It just rolls off. It doesn't soak the pine needles. It doesn't get underneath where it's smoldering. So the water's really not doing anything. Jeff said the last fire, the Valley Fire 2 years ago, it smoldered for weeks. So it's kind of a crappy situation. They call it an unhealthy forest system, or unhealthy forest, which that's why usually you want to burn all that out, and then the undergrowth, the little trees can pop out, but they I gotta pay attention here. And see, they got vehicles down here that they're watching this road. Yeah, they got fire right there. A little bush caught on fire. There's that hotshot crew right there. They're unloading, getting ready to go to work. A lot of smoke right here. This was like tons of vehicles in here a couple days ago. I don't know what that is. I see something yellow over there. And the rocks are coming down. Caltrans has been running this a lot. The rocks back there and down here, this mountain's really steep. It's always had rock slides, but now with everything burned, this whole mountain to my left is burned. I'm looking up to see if I can see any fire. I see smoke coming off the trees, but I don't see any active flame. I can see the flame. Usually at night, you can really see where the fire is. But so far, I haven't seen any. There it is, right there. There's fire there. And I think that's the fire above. We're getting down close to the bridge. The bridge going into Bear Paw, where you turn off to go to Forest Falls. Actually, you're going to be able to see the people that are from up here. They'll know exactly where I'm at. But that's going to be kind of east of Bear Paw. And it's all the way up on the top of the ridge. You see the light way up, and then there's that big light. You see that big old red glow. That's kind of mid-slope, mid-ridge. And you can kind of see the smog, with the lights, or not the smog, the smoke. That's what's plugging me up. We're almost to the bottom where you turn off to go to Forest Falls. We'll come down here. Yeah, here's the, it's kind of a, is it a hairpin? I guess you'd call it a hairpin, huh? Hairpins usually, yeah, that's a hairpin. And right at the hairpin is the turn. But that's way up on the ridge. It's not really a, and it sits back, some of that sits back to where the logs and boulders won't roll right down to the homes. It's got several drainages in front of it. That's what they want to fog check though, just to be sure. Where's the road here? Sometimes they move these barricades around and block one side. We'll go down lower after this. I want to run up here past the fire station. Let you see what's going on up here. I haven't seen any deer, no critters today. Let's see, critters. No, nothing. The one fireman had a cool story. He said he was just hanging out. They were pumping water through a hand line down below. He was the guy monitoring the engine. And he said this painted lady butterfly started circling around him and came and landed like next to him. He ran some water. He ran a trickle of water over to it. Started drinking, I guess drinking the water. But then it started landing on his shoulder and landed on his helmet. And I said, nah, you're kidding me. I said, those things are hard to catch. And he pulled out his phone. He had a bunch of pictures, selfie pictures of this painted lady butterfly just hanging out. He had it in his hand, where he was just taking a picture of it. I said, that's pretty cool. They usually won't, you gotta, to catch them, you gotta get a net. We're just below Forest Falls. We're coming up to the bridge. You'll be able to see, I don't know if you can see it, but as we come around by the bridge, you're going to see up above, below Wilshire Peak. This is the problem child up here. Oh, it's quite a bit of problem child. Seems like it's getting a little bigger, but see up there, see all those red flames up there? Those are big pine trees burning. It's slowly creeping down. That's kind of like due south of, let me turn this up. Actually, gotta pay attention here. There's one light. It's slowly creeping down. It's about halfway down. That's due south of Forest Home. Here's the bridge at the bottom of the canyon, or the bottom of the village. I'm going over the bridge now. And I think I scooted I brought the... Might see a bear up here, hopefully, maybe. When Shannon brought me down here, I think 3 or 4 nights ago, when I got lost up here, well, she saw a bear. I didn't see him. I was trying to keep an eye on her where she was going. She said he came on the right and just kind of stood there. But I'll go up here and I'll spin around Momure Trailhead. In the parking lot, maybe you can see. Actually, I could go into Forest Home and turn around. Not all the way on their property, but Torrey Pines. And we'll look up at this. You can see what this is. It's going to be a real persistent headache because the water isn't working, and it's just above Forest Homes here where it could be a problem if it keeps backing down. And they were supposed to put frost check on that today. One captain said he didn't hear nothing about it at his meeting. The other guy told me they were going to frost check this today, but both of them are reliable sources, but one was contradicting the other. I guess they didn't. And we don't know if it was too smoky up here. It seemed a lot better up here for smoke. But not later tonight. It's smoky now. That down below, that Thurman Flats, the wind shifted and now all the smoke is up here. It's a lot smokier. I came in here about 4 hours ago. 4 or 5 o'clock. There is Torrey Pines right there. Yeah, there's Torrey Pines right there. That goes over to Forest Homes, the Christian retreat center up here. And we're coming up, I think, to the trailhead. Yeah, the trailhead's up here. There's the old, I think that's the church. School, I'm sorry, the old school. It's dark, so I don't know where the hell I'm at. There's a church on the left. There's no cell up here, so my Google Maps doesn't work. I got a GPS with me. I just didn't break it out yet. Here's Mommier Trailhead right here on the left. The parking lot right there. When I come down, I'll spin around right there. And we'll see. Here's the fire station. They were kind of hanging out here yesterday. Fire station 99? 98? I forget. They were kind of hanging out here. Yeah, there's still a couple guys hanging out. And a girl, looked like a female firefighter in there, kind of hanging out. And we're up almost to the restaurant. Yeah, there's the Elmex restaurant. Or no, yeah, right here. And the store here, right there, the Elkhorn General Store. What I'm looking for is, it's up a little further. I'll cut up. I'm trying to get a name of this one that goes up toward the ridge. Mill Drive, I think it is, the next one. We'll go up and look, see if it's really thick canopy here, so you can't see the mountain up to my right. I'm trying to find a hole. If not, we'll go to Mommier and we'll point up from there. Trying to remember. And most there's still people up here, but most of them have left. That mill? No, that's Oak. I think it's above Oak. Occasionally I'll see a resident, but when the fire jumped the road, most of them got out of here. The ones that didn't evacuate when they mandatory evacuate them, when the fire jumped the road, and the other thing I gotta worry about is sometimes they have engines up here. Yeah, what is this one? Is that mill? Can't see what that is. Nope, that's spring. Sometimes they'll have an engine. Roads get kind of narrow up here. Where's Mill? There's Mill. We'll go up Mill, make sure there's nobody up here. I believe it's Mill. Yeah, it's just... looks like somebody may have a generator. Or is it no, they got it blocked. Yeah, I can't get down. Or I can't get up where I wanted to go. Try and peek up underneath the trees here. What do we get? Well, it actually goes around. I'm not going to go too far down because it looks like it dead ends there. Yeah, I can't get back in there. I wanted to go up and try and peek out the back of the trees. But it's, we'll go down to Mommy or Trailhead. I gotta try and make it out of here with the, I put in some brighter backup lights. It really helps, but I think I came pretty much straight in. There's a lot of houses up here when you just take these little spur roads. You can get back up in here. Whoop, there's a tree. Yeah, we don't want to back into the tree. We'll get out of here and go. Actually, I've got a light to my rear too. Hold on a second here. Let's see if I can get. I broke one of my switches. Is it the back? Nope, not that one. Yeah, it's the one I need. It's those little rocker switches, and I broke the. I thought they were out of the way where we put them, but evidently they weren't too far out of the way, or they were. My knee caught it. I broke the damn switch. I got a replacement switch. Just need to get the time to put it in. It looks like I got to do a little soldering to. Yeah, I'm getting a little bit too far over here. I want to make sure I don't take my mirror off. I need my big light back there on. Yeah, I'm getting a little bit too far over. Should have turned around right there. In fact, we might do that. Let's see how that look for turning around. Yeah, that's what I should have done. Turn around. It's a lot more safe going forward. I can see the driver real good right here, but I couldn't see the. It got kind of narrow behind me back there. Without running over his box here. Yeah, it's a lot better. It gets real narrow. I don't know how they get these engines up in here. That's crazy. Those engines are 4 times bigger than me. But somehow they're making it work. Because I see engines all the way. That's what they do when the fire, when it came down here on Canyon and Prospect. They took a bunch of engines back in there on the forest side and, you know, just lined them up in there and threw out hoses and protected that those hoses, the houses down there. I don't know how they got those engines in there, but they did. Amazing work. Let me see if that's cameras. This camera acting up. Yeah, it's wanting to autofocus. And I'm getting down. We'll go down here and spin around a Mommy, and then I'll restart another video. I'm trying to keep them to 20 minutes. I'm on Valley of the Falls now, kind of mid-canyon, coming down. I went up to Mill Street, turned around. I'm trying to see up the ridge here. We'll get down here in the trailhead and turn around. That's got a good view of it. Shannon and took me down to that one night. I actually, in the dark, it's hard to tell up here what you're doing unless you know. And the cell site's down, so you can't use Google Maps. But I think we're gonna go by the station again. Yeah, it's right by this. Right, Pat. There's the Elmex. It's down here on the right. If you ever need a fire station, see the little yellow sign. They always have a sign about a couple hundred yards on both sides. Yeah, see how it's right here? They got the little sign. I'll wave at everybody. I don't know if they can see me, but give them a wave. There's an engine and a, looks like a brush patrol in there. Now I'm seeing something. What is that? Way up. That might be a dozer way up. I'm seeing a light. That light move. Oh, there's the trailhead. I was looking at a light way up high. I'm gonna sure what that light was. It could have been a helicopter. I thought it was fire, but I'm still looking at it. I believe that's a dozer. It looks white. Here's Momir Trailhead. We'll go out here and turn around. Come on, camera. Don't do that. Let me turn it around and we'll look at the mountain. Hopefully it'll focus up here on the ridge. Oh, actually, there's a couple spots. Let me kill the lights here and let me kill that light bar. That light bar is what's causing some of the problem, I think. Kill the light bar. Kill that. We'll go blacked out. See that this is south of Forest Home. It's trying to burn down. It's about halfway up the ridge. It's got a pretty good. There's a little drainage up in there, like 3 or 4 drainage come together. And there's a little notch, and it's like one ridge over for me, so it's not coming straight down into the homes. But that's been burning for days. That's where they were water dropping all day today. And yeah, that's the problem here about the village. That's kind of like threatening the village a little. I'm backing out there, and it's probably 500 yards from me. It's hard to judge just in at night. I would say it could be even more, maybe a half mile. And then over to the left, there's some more problems over here. I just lost the stabilizer. There it is. I'll turn it here where you can see this other problem. That's really high up there. But this is where they wanted to put the faucet check. To, make a line below that to keep the fire up there, because the water drops, I guess, aren't working because of that duff, that problem with the duff. So I'm going to stop the video here. I'm 22 minutes, and then I'll run video down and we'll watch the fire fight down below by Thurman Flats. Thanks for watching. Bye.